Good evening and welcome to the gymnasium on the campus of Mount Tahoma High School in Tacoma for tonight's Class of 3A Narrows League Boys High School basketball game featuring the Shelton Highclimbers and the Mount Tahoma Thunderbirds. I'm Diedrich Allen. The Highclimbers come into tonight's game with a 6-10 overall record, 3-7 in league play. The Thunderbirds are 5-10 on the season, also 3-7 in the Narrows. The Climbers ended a 7-game losing skid Friday with a 60-35 Narrows League win over Central Kitsap. The T-Birds also are coming off a league win, 65-60 over Capital, also on Friday. This will be the second meeting between Shelton and Mount Tahoma. In the first meeting on December 16th, the Highclimbers beat the Thunderbirds 69-59. Shelton hit their free throws in the fourth quarter to take the win. In that game, the Climbers were led by Kyle Kimball's 16 points, Marshall McCullough and Kobe Bogue each chipped in 11, and Tyler Giraldus added to 10 points. Mount Tahoma had three players scoring double digits. In that game, Darryl Richard led the way in the loss with 14 points. Demetrius Smith added 13, and Jordan Horst chipped in 10. With 4 games left in the regular season, there are 3 teams tied for the 5th and final spot in the district tournament, Central Kitsap and the 2 teams we have tonight, Mount Tahoma and Shelton. A Highclimber win tonight would give Shelton the edge over the T-Birds and possibly CK, but it will likely come down to the remaining games to determine who will take that final playoff spot. Coming up, we talk with Shelton coach Derek Pringle. It's boys high school basketball. The Shelton Highclimbers at the Mount Tahoma Thunderbirds next on MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications HCC.net.
Hood Canal Communications and Mason Web TV have teamed up to bring you live and replayed webcasts of Highclimbers basketball. Catch all the action at MasonWebTV.com and HCC.net/news. Cheer on your favorite local athlete, even if you can't make it to the game in person. As an added incentive, we're giving away a Kindle Fire HD6 at the end of the season. For your chance to win, get the secret code announced during each game and then enter online at HCC.net/contest. Go Climbers!
If you've been thinking of advertising with MasonWebTV.com, now is the time. Our ad rates have remained steady since we started providing news, sports, and information in 2011, but unfortunately that must change. With the new year comes a modest increase for new clients, while current banner ad clients will continue at an affordable $75 a month. If you want to be one of those savvy businesses, contact me before the end of January. Call, text, or email today to lock in your spot on MasonWebTV.com.
The Hood Canal Communications team keeps your business connected to the world via broadband, video, and voice.
We offer business phone systems,
Voice service with unlimited long distance,
broadband with speeds up to 1,000 megabits per second,
complete IT services,
on-site computer repair,
video service,
and advertising.
Let HCC be your communications service partner.
Call or click today, 898-2481 or hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Back at Mount Tahoma High School for Narrows League High School Basketball Boys. Road game for the Shelton Highclimbers taking on the Mount Tahoma Thunderbirds. 2 teams fighting for their playoff lives, I guess you could say. I did have an opportunity to talk with Shelton head coach Derek Pringle, probably about an hour and a half or so ago. Coach Pringle, let's talk about Friday's game against Central Kitsap, and your guys came out on fire and determined.
Yeah, that's one I have to say that was a best game that we ever played. Went up there, we lost by 27, and we knew that if we would lose that game, it'd be hard for us to get to the playoffs. And the guys just took it personal, and they played well. I mean, Drew Cruz came out, hit 3 3-pointers real quick. The defense was amazing. All the way up to the fourth quarter. And I really am pleased with how well they kept their composure on that end.
Balanced across the board, scoring-wise, everywhere.
I think we had 4 guys in double figures, first time in a long time. After going 7 games without a win, it was a new beginning too. So we had to get a win. So
now let's move on to tonight. Mount Tahoma on the road. You beat them by 10 in your house. What do you expect out of them?
Knowing Coach Jason Townsend, they're going to be ready to play us because right now it's a 3-way tie for that 5th spot. We have to get this one too. Every game we get right now, we have to go at it like it's our last. I expect to be up tempo, very defensive, far as play-wise. And, they're going to try to put some pressure on us. But if we, force them to their right instead of their left, because most of their guards are left-handed, we can slow them down. We can push our offense on them. Because they go from a man, a 2-3, and, Tyler Giraldi's back. He's making his baskets. Kyle can go from point guard to the 4 or 5. So we're ready for this one.
How focused are your guys? I mean, they were team focused Friday night. Is that focus still there?
I think it is. We had a good practice. We took Friday off. We took Saturday off. We had a good practice on, say, Monday and Tuesday. So the guys, they know everything rides on tonight. These next 4 games, everything rides. If we get 3 out of the 4, we're pretty much locked in. So we can, get back to the playoffs.
All right. So what do you take away from that game against the Mount Tahoma the last time you met him? Anything in particular?
Kyle, I think he had a pretty good night. We played, I think we ended up with like 18, 19 turnovers when we played at our place. But the positive side of, when we got up, we stayed up for most of the game, and then when we started to lose that lead, they stopped, recruit, and pushed it back up. So I think our defense is a thing that we ride on right now that keeps us going. So
you definitely don't want them to come out flat on the road.
Oh, no. And it's hard on these rims because last year we came up here and we played, we was up 13 at halftime, and then third quarter they took the lead. We took it back and forth. We ended up winning by 6. And it was a good game. I think it was like 73 to 67, something like that. Tonight, we're going at them. We try to get them in foul trouble and, take it from there.
That's one thing I did remember from the last time you meet him. You hit your free throws down the stretch.
Right. We got to the line. I think we shot 75%. If we can do that tonight, this would be a big plus, Because the key thing about them, they big and they very, very athletic. But we have to play smart basketball. We got to use the clock. We got, know when to attack and when not to attack, and not get to that I mentality, but that team mentality. Because a couple games that we lost toward the end, that's what we got to, the I mentality, and we lost those games.
Now, looking at your injuries, I noticed that Mark Vernon was on crutches on Friday. Is he still there?
He's still there. He won't be clear for another 2 weeks. He's one of our captains and, one of our 7 seniors. Our goal is, keep winning so he can play in the postseason with us, We thought he'd be ready, for this Friday for senior night, but Doc's not going to release him. So we got, he has to ride it out with us. So this is for him as much as it is for us, because he's the nucleus of our team. I mean, he's the elder statesman. He's been with these guys since they were small in the Shelton League, and now, this is his last year in high school playing high school basketball.
Any other injuries to report?
No. We actually, this is last year this time. We had Kobe go down hit the nose with nosebleed, it wouldn't stop. We had ankles, we had shin splints. This year, just having one, that's a blessing.
Well, good luck tonight, Coach.
All right, thank you, sir.
The Hood Canal Communications team keeps your business connected to the world.
Our certified technicians provide complete IT services to keep your business running smoothly.
From spyware and virus removal, on-site server and computer installation, network design, configuration, and more.
Let HCC be your IT partner. Call or click today, 898-2481 or hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
And move over. When you see lights,
vests,
or reflectors,
please give us some room. Slow down and move over. When you need us,
we've got your back.
Do you have ours?
You got our back?
You got ours? You got our back? Please, slow down
and move over.
And welcome back to Mount Tahoma High School for tonight's boys high school basketball game. Here's the starters for the, as we assumed were going to be the starters. There have been a few changes on the Mount Tahoma side. We'll start out with the visiting Shelton Highclimbers, Kyle Kimball, 6'2" junior guard, Drew Cruz, a 5'11" senior guard, Marshall McCullough, a 6' junior, Tyler Giraldus, a 6'2" junior, and Kobe Bogue, a 6'5" junior. For the T-Birds, it looks like we're going to have a little bit of change than what I have there. We have Jordan Horst wearing number 000, 6'4" senior. Daryl Richard, 6'1", a 6'1" player as well. Jaleel Massey will get the start. Thomas Wesley and Adrian Allen all getting the start tonight. And we're almost about ready to get this thing tipped off. Timing not exactly what I expected, but we're ready to get this tipped off between the Shelton Highclimbers and the Mount Tahoma T-Birds. Looks like, Destin Hicks Armstrong is also in the starting 5. So we'll do our best to bring you those starting 5s as they get underway. It'll be Horst in center court. The T-Birds are on their home white. The Highclimbers will be wearing the road black. Bogue will shake hands with Horst. And you got Richard, Hicks Armstrong, Massey, and Wesley. So the ball is thrown up. Tip is one, tipped almost to the in line and saved in bounds. And the T-Birds will get the ball first to start this game. And that'll be Massey with the ball. He'll throw it over the far side. Get the ball back from Wesley. Swing it over near side. And across court. Quick passes up top. 3 on the way. In and out. Rebound Bogue for the Highclimbers. And here comes Shelton. Kyle Kimball with the ball mid-court. Down to the baseline in the corner. That's Cruz. Out it goes to Giraldus. One dribble. Little running teardrop off the glass. Missed it. Kobe Bogue fights for the rebound. Put it up. Missed it short. And the rebound pulled down by Richard. And here come the T-Birds. That's Wesley with it. Top of the key. Over goes to Richard. Back up top, and it's Wesley again, bouncing it over to Massey. Massey over goes. Nice shot there of a... Yeah, we're in the stands with a lot of kids in front of us in the camera, so we'll get a few head shots here, there. That is a Massey with a fake 3. No shot clock tonight on our camera broadcast. We apologize for that. What we got is a pull-up jumper for 3. Missed it. Horst had the rebound, but lost it to Bogue. Here come the Highclimbers. Kyle Kimball will bring the ball up. Mouths up to Cruz. Drew Cruz with the ball, double teamed on the near side. And he's a foul, trying to make a move to the hoop. And it's the first whistle on the T-Birds. And the personal foul will go on Jaleel Massey. Be sideline inbounds. Kimball will trigger the play into the corner. Cruz catch and shoot for 3 from the corner. Nope. Rebound tapped and controlled by McCullough for Shelton on the far side. They get it to Kimball. Kimball fakes 3 over to McCullough. McCullough will take the 3 in the corner. And it's off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Massey. And here come the T-Birds on the run the other way. Wesley tried to hook it out and it manages to go right into the hands. Actually, that was Wesley with the bucket. And we have a 2-0 game early. Mount Tahoma on top. Cruz has the ball in backcourt now. Crossing midcourt. Throw it over. Bogue draws a double team, drives baseline. Goes in pity pat the dribble. Out it goes to McCullough. Quick passes. Kimball. Extra pass to the baseline. Bogue on the baseline. Not to Giraldus. Tapped up by Bogue. Missed the shot, but drew the foul on the T-Birds. Kobe Bogue will go to the line. Personal foul will go on whom? Is it on 1 or is it on 11? We're again on Jaleel Massey, his second. And Bogue's at the free throw line for Shelton. Timeout on the floor here as the referee decided to check with Massey, make sure he's okay. And Demetrius Smith is up off the T-Bird bench to check in and replace Massey, who will go get concussion protocol. And Kobe Bogue's at the line for Shelton for 2 free throws. Just underway. Bogue hit the first one. He'll get another one. Where camera shakes is from the crowd that's on this side. Second free throw is off the mark. Giraldes with the rebound. The putback falls out. Got it again. It's Bogue, and he puts it up and in. And it's a 1-point lead early for the Highclimbers. That's Wesley getting out quickly. Driving to the hoop and putting it up and in. Demetrius Smith. And here come the Highclimbers right back. Bogue loses it at midcourt. Horst comes up with it. And there's going to be a foul on a Highclimber. I believe it'll go on Drew Cruz. His first. Yep, that is. First team foul on Shelton. Far sideline inbounds. Richard will trigger the play. Inbounds it goes to Hicks Armstrong. And he'll get it to the midcourt circle. And that's, who is it? That's Wesley. 3 on the way and off the mark by Smith. Rebound tapped and controlled. Actually, finally, Horst will bring it down and lay it up short, but it goes in. Jordan Horst got his first bucket of the night. And it's a 3-point lead for the T-Birds off the turnover. Bogue for 3 in the side. In and out. Rebound tapped in. The fight for it. Smith comes up with it for the Thunderbirds. Going the other way. Going to the hoop. Puts it up. Off the back of the iron. Rebound tap, tap, tap. And controlled by Richard for the T-Birds. He'll get it to Horst. Horst, nice spin move. Trying to make a move to the bucket. And he'll draw the foul. McCullough in his first personal. And a baseline inbounds into the corner. 3 on the way, off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Cruz, and here come the Highclimbers. Trailing by 3. Cruz to the foul line up to Kimball. Kimball to McCullough. McCullough over to Cruz. Tap it down to the baseline. Bogue tried to throw it down to Giraldes, but it's picked off by Smith. And here comes Demetrius for the T-Birds. He's going to attack the basket, go right to the hoop, puts it up. Missed the shot, no whistle. Rebound tapped in out. It goes to Hicks Armstrong. His double pumper goes off, and that will be a turnover on the T-Birds. And another steal, and it'll be a foul on the Highclimbers, their third off the steal. Drew Cruz picked up his second. Daniel Santana will step onto the court for Mount Tahoma. And who else is in there? Number 10, that's Zion Harris is in there. As the Highclimbers take a 30 timeout. We'll step aside. We'll be right back. This is MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications, HCC.net.
MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications, HCC.net are your best source for high school basketball featuring the Shelton Highclimbers, the North Mason Bulldogs, and the Mary M. Night Owls. We give you complete coverage of a game from starting lineups to scoring leaders. You can trust we will bring you all the action. For our next webcast, we continue to follow the Shelton boys as they fight for a playoff spot. Friday night, the Highclimbers host Narrows League leader Lincoln. Tip-off in the Mini Dome is 7 o'clock on MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications, HCC.net.
Thunderbird ball coming out of the timeout. And quick passes by the T-Birds. And a steal by Tyler Giraldes. Handed off to Hibiki Shiba, back is checked in the ball game for the first time. He'll launch a 3, miss it. Rebound pulled down by Smith. And here come the T-Birds the other way. That's Richard with it to Horst. Horst will draw the foul on the Highclimbers. That's their 4th. No, it's not a foul on the Highclimbers. Jordan Horst picked up his first. Sakai Johnson just checked into the ballgame for Mount Tahoma. It's Highclimber ball. Kyle Kimball will bring the ball up the court. Long high post feed, tapped out in. Sheba comes up with it. Over goes to McCullough. McCullough pull up jumper. Nope. Rebound pulled down by Horst. And here comes Smith. Smith on the run the other way for the T-Birds. He'll go up, put it up short. Rebound tapped out and controlled by Santana. Up it goes to Johnson. Johnson, jumper at the foul line goes in. Leads 5 for the T-Birds. Marshall McCullough has the ball. Draws a double team. Bounces it over over to Geraldus. Geraldus is going to go right to the hoop. Go extra pass down to Sheba. Missed the shot. Rebound's tapped out to McCullough. Now to Bogue. Bogue to the foul line to the hoop. Puts it up. It dropped out front. Rebound pulled down by Smith. Get it over to Santana, and here come the T-Birds, leading by 5. 3 on the way for Smith. That's short rebound. Horst one-hands it, puts it up short. Rebound tapped and controlled by the Highclimbers. Here comes Sheba. Sheba on the run the other way for the Highclimbers. He's going to go right to the hoop. Big jump stop blocked and recovered by the T-Birds. Comes Harris on the far side. Harris to the top of the key, throwing it over to the outside, and the Santana will dribble over. Smith has it. He finds a lane, kick it out into the corner. 3 on the way and in by Johnson. 5 points for him, and that's the the lead's actually 8 now for the T-Birds. Sheba. Over it goes to Geraldus, down to the baseline to McCullough to the side of the paint, puts the runner up and in. And it's a 6-point lead for the T-Birds. They come running back. Comes Smith. Smith into the corner. 3 on the way by Johnson again. It's off. Rebound pulled down by Kimball. Kyle on the run for the Highclimbers the other way. Throws it up to Sheba. Oh, trying to lace a pass in there, but deflected out to Bogue. Bogue put up a brick, but drew the foul on the T-Birds, their 3rd. Foul went on Zekai Johnson, his 1st. Scobie Bogue back at the line for 2 free throws. For Shelton, trying to cut into the 6-point T-Bird lead. Bogue get the first one, he'll get another one. He's 2 for 3. Adrian Allen will step onto the court for the T-Birds. Jordan Horst will get a rest. As Shelton's Kobe Bogue's at the line for his 2nd free throw. That's off. Rebound goes to Sheba, but they lost it. Coming out of the pack is going to be Santana. Santana nearly picked off by McCullough. Santana tripping foul on one of the Highclimbers, or a couple of them there. Marshall McCullough picked up his 2nd. Will be sideline inbounds for the T-Birds. Johnson will trigger the pass in amongst the cheerleaders. Inbounds will go to Santana. Santana will hold. Throw it over to Johnson. Zekai. Near steal by Sheba, knocking into the backcourt. There's Johnson. Over it goes to Santana. Santana, a couple of dribbles. Over to Smith. Smith to the 3-point arc. Out it goes to Johnson. Johnson fakes the 3 and drives baseline. A little pick and roll. Picked off by Marshall McCullough. There comes Kyle Kimball. Over goes to Sheba. Sheba back to Kimball. Kimball lays a nice pass down to Bogue. Bogue ends up traveling, but no whistle. He's in trouble on the side of the paint to get out to Sheba. Over to Kimball. Kimball drives. Finds Geraldus to Bogue. Bogue will draw a triple team, go right by it, puts it up, missed his shot, and a rebound pulled down by the T-Birds. That's Santana going coast to coast, can't finish on that. Rebound goes to the Highclimbers. Here comes Kimball back the other way, lay it off the glass and in. 3-point lead now for the T-Birds. They've led by as many as 6 here in the quarter. Santana with it. Over goes to Adrian Allen. Big man puts it on the floor, drives side of the paint, kicks out in the corner. It's Johnson. Johnson lob it up top, but Sheba with a pick. And here come the Highclimbers. 3-on-2 up to Kimball. Kimball puts it up and in. And that'll do it for the quarter. We're through 1, and the Highclimbers down by 6 have come back and are now down by 1 after 1. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back with MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications, HCC.net.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
Waiting for the start of the 2nd quarter. Mount Tahoma 11, Shelton 10. T-Birds up 6 in the 1st. Highclimbers come back and pull within 1. It'll be Highclimber ball coming out to start the second quarter. They have Drew Cruz, Kobe Bogue, Kyle Kimball, Tyler Geraldus, and Hibiki Shiba. Let's see, we have Allen, Smith, Johnson, Hicks Armstrong, and Santana on the court for the T-Birds. As Shiba has it. Goes in the corner to Cruz, and he can't handle the pass, goes out of bounds. It's the 5th turnover on Shelton. Jilla Massey returns after going over the concussion protocol in the first quarter. He's back, obviously okay. Hicks Armstrong into the corner. Goes to Harris. Harris up top to Massey. He'll drain the 3. Leads up to 4 for Mount Tahoma. Shiba with it. One's hands it to the middle of the court, and it's Kimball. Kimball throws over to Cruz, working on the far side. Draws a double team, throws it to Kimball. Kimball at the top to Geraldus. Geraldus draws a triple team, puts it up, lays a pass down to Bogue, puts it up short, misses a shot. Rebound Allen for Mount Tahoma. And here come the T-Birds. 3 way outside, a little short. Rebound tapped out of bounds. Actually, Tyler Geraldus can't handle it. Goes out of bounds, it'll be T-Bird ball. Tahoma leading by 4. Ty Fisher onto the court for the first time tonight for the Highclimbers, replacing Kobe Bogue. It'll be Mount Tahoma baseline inbounds left of the backboard. Jaleel Massey will trigger the play. T-Birds are in the, nearly the 4 corners of the key. Bounce it in, goes to Wesley. Gets the ball back, swinging over to Massey. Massey for 3 again. Yes, oh boy. 2 threes in the quarter, and the lead is up to 7 for Mount Tahoma. Shelton has the ball. Kimball. Over it goes to Geraldus. To Shiba, back to Kimball. Kimball, 3 on the way. And that's a brick. Rebound. Cruz had it, lost it, and Allen will tap it. Comes Wesley the other way. And a travel. That's the 6th turnover on, I'm sorry, that was Hicks Armstrong with the ball, excuse me. He took some steps. Here come the Highclimbers. Hibiki Shiba. High post feed, quick pass down. Fisher. Fisher driving baseline, puts it up. That was foul, but no call. Allen with the recovery. And here come the T-Birds. Massey speeding up to the top of the key. He's going to take another 3. Can he make it 3 in a row? Nope. Rebound, Allen. Allen out it goes to Massey. Massey one hands it down to the side. Can't quite get there. And the Highclimbers come up with it. Goes Shiba. Shiba for 3. That's a little off. Rebound pulled down by the T-Birds, but there's going to be a foul on the Highclimbers, I believe. First personal on Ty Fisher. 5th team foul on Shelton. Daryl Richard back in the ballgame for the T-Birds. Kobe Bogue will step on for the Highclimbers. It's Mount Tahoma ball leading by 7. Massey with the ball in backcourt. He's hit 2 threes. Over it goes to Wesley, down it goes. Quick passes again. 3 on the way by Hicks Armstrong. Missed that one, goes out of bounds. It'll be Highclimber ball. Kevin Scott will step onto the court for the first time tonight, replacing Kyle Kimball. So it's Kimball, Cruz, Scott, Bogue, and Fisher, as well as Sheep. Sorry, Kimball was stepped off. And wide open is Bogue. Bogue draws a foul, missing the shot, but he'll go to the free throw line for the Highclimbers. He is 2 for 4. Personal foul on Thomas Wesley is his first. That is the 5th team foul on Mount Tahoma. Bogue will hit the first free throw. He's leading the Highclimbers in scoring so far with 5. Get another one. Got the second one this time. Comes Jaleel Massey. Throws it over to Wesley. Wesley will take the 3 and airball it. Hicks Armstrong saved it in bounds, goes to Massey. What a move! Can't finish. Rebound pulled down by Bogue. Out it goes to Scott. Scott pushing it up the far side. Wisely decides to wait for his team to catch up. Over to Sheba. Sheba to Fisher, off his hands, out of bounds. 6th turnover on the High Climbers. Horst is back at the ballgame for Mount Tahoma. Adrian Allen will go sit down. So Wesley will trigger the ball from the backcourt into Massey. And here come the T-Birds, leading by 5. Over to Wesley, back to Massey, swinging over near side. Hicks Armstrong. Now Wesley has it. But Hicks Armstrong driving in, lost the ball. A steal by Ty Fisher. Fisher has it to Sheba. To Bogue at the top. Finds Scott. Scott had put a pinned it on his leg. Shy of the midcourt stripe, finds Sheba. Sheba splitting the double team. Fade away at the side of the paint for Habiki. He'll nail it. And leads down to 3. Mount Tahoma ball. Wesley with it on the far side. Looking for Massey. Throws it over to Hicks Armstrong. Hicks Armstrong fade away at the baseline. Fell off. And there's a foul on the High Climbers. It's their 6th. Hibiki Sheba picked up his 1st. So Hicks Armstrong's at the line for 2 shots. Now I'm going to say it's not a shooting foul. It was before the shot, so it's a baseline inbounds for the T-Birds. Hicks Armstrong will trigger the play into the corner to Wesley. Thomas Wesley back to Hicks Armstrong. Drives baseline. Puts one up, misses it. Got his own rebound. Fade away. Spun in. Count it. And the foul. Fisher picked up his 2nd. And the 17th foul on the High Climbers. Excuse me, we are in the 2nd quarter. As Kyle Kimball will get back onto the court for the High Climbers. Let me fix my graphics real quickly. There we go. So McCullough will replace Sheba. And Kyle Kimball's on the court as well. And I think he went and got Ty Fisher. 3-point play completed by Destin Hicks Armstrong. Lead is back to 6 for Mount Tahoma. Bogue with it, driving baseline, try to one-handed, can't touch it, goes out of bounds. And that will be the 7th turnover on Shelton. So Wesley will bounce it into Massey. Massey will bring up the ball. Impressed with this young man. Hands it off to Hicks Armstrong. Throws over to Wesley. Wesley dribble penetrates, trying to get somebody to bite, trying to split the double team. They'll throw it. Hicks Armstrong draws the double team over to Wesley. Wesley fakes the pass in the corner and will put on the floor and avoid Scott. Bounce it over to Massey. Massey draws the double team. Out to Hicks Armstrong. He'll stop in the paint, double pump it, miss it, rebound, tapped into the corner, saved in bounds to Massey. Massey for 3. That's short. Rebound goes to Scott. Here come the High Climbers. Scott to McCullough. McCullough splits the double team, nearly lost it, and there's going to be a foul on the T-Birds. 7th team foul on Mount Tahoma. Personal foul go on whom? Goes on Darryl Richard, his 1st. At the line for first of a 1-and-1 is Marshall McCullough for Shelton. Smith returns for the T-Birds. Giraldus returns for the High Climbers. Looks like Santana's back out there for the Thunderbirds as well. Excuse me. First free throw is off the mark. Rebound goes to Santana. Santana's going to be, well, actually, no. It's going to be a timeout. So we'll step aside to MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications HCC.net.
Hood Canal Communications and Mason Web TV have teamed up to bring you live and replayed webcasts of Highclimbers basketball. Catch all the action at masonwebtv.com and hcc.net/news. Cheer on your favorite local athlete, even if you can't make it to the game in person. As an added incentive, we're giving away a Kindle Fire HD6 at the end of the season. For your chance to win, get the secret code announced during each game and then enter online at hcc.net/contest. Go Climbers!
T-Bird ball coming out of the timeout. Santana will get it into Smith, and here come and get it right back. And here come the T-Birds. Santana swings it over to Smith on the far side. Back to Santana. Hicks Armstrong shuffles it down cross court to Smith. Top to Santana, over to Hicks Armstrong. He's going to be bumped and fouled by Marshall McCullough. His third, 8th team foul on Shelton. So that puts Destin Hicks Armstrong at the free throw line for first of a 1-and-1. Destin is 1 for 1. Missed the first free throw. Tracking it down the corner is Sheba for Shelton. Here comes Kyle Kimball. Throws it up to Tyler Giraldis. Back to Kimball. Kimball over to Cruz. Cruz up to Sheba. Spreading out this 2-3 defense. Sheba had his pocket bit by Hicks Armstrong, and he's on the run the other way. Where goes to Santana. Back to Hicks Armstrong. 3 on the way. In and out. Rebound. Pulled down by Sheba. Sheba on the run. Throw it up to Kimball. Kimball puts it up and in. And a little bit of goaltending. They'll count that ball. Adrian Allen in the cup. He's a big guy. Allen is 6'4", and he has got some size to him. And some hops, obviously. Here comes Santana for Mount Tahoma. Knocked out of bounds by Kevin Scott. Kai Johnson back on the court for the T-Birds. Hicks Armstrong will sit down. Inbounds go to Santana. And he'll pick up his pivot foot for the pass, and that's the 8th turnover on the T-Birds. 4-point lead for Mount Tahoma. Shelton ball. Scott will inbounds it from the sidelines. Looking for Sheba. Gets it into Sheba. Sheba to Cruz. Cruz fakes the 3, drives to the foul line, hooks it down to Giraldis. Giraldis had to go get it and loses the ball. And then Kimball comes up with it. Now Giraldis out to Kimball. Kimball for 3. Nope. Rebound pulled down by Johnson. And here come the T-Birds the other way. Johnson missed the shot, drew the foul. Sheba picked up his second. At the line for 2 free throws is Zekai Johnson. He has 5 points tonight in his first trip to the free throw line. Got the first one. Zion Harris steps back onto the court for Mount Tahoma, replacing Darrell Richard. As the T-Birds, Zekai Johnson has another free throw. Short, but rolled in. Give him 7 points tonight. And the lead is back up to 6. Bogue will return for the Highclimbers. Kevin Scott will get a little rush. Drew Cruz will inbounds it from backcourt. Needs somebody to throw it into. Gets it into Kimball. Kimball speeding up the court. Throws a no-look pass to Bogue, to Cruz. Cruz for 3. Yes. Drew's first bucket of the night, and it's a 3-pointer. Here comes Santana back the other way for the T-Birds. Over to Harris. Ball's tipped and saved in bounds to Kimball. Kimball get it up to Sheba. Sheba's going to go to the hole. Put it up a little too hard, but there to clean it up is Cruz. Puts it up on the fadeaway. Missed that one. And a rebound by the T-Birds. And here come the T-Birds the other way. Santana. Swing it over to Smith. Smith weaving his way into the paint. Little pumper there. Misses it. Rebound Sheba. Sheba will get it to Kimball. Kimball up to Giraldis. Giraldis hesitates. Stopped in the paint, and there's going to be a foul on the T-Birds. That'll be their 8th I have, 7 on the official score clock. Johnson picked up his second. At the line for the first of a 1-and-1 is Tyler Giraldus. Tyler has yet to score tonight. It's a 3-point lead for Mount Tahoma. Giraldus hit the first one. He'll get one more. Sheba, Kimball, Bogue, Cruz, and Giraldus. Tyler's at the line for second of a 1-and-1. Short, rolled out, rebound pulled down by Adrian Allen, who checks back into the ball game. And here comes Santana. One-on-one with Kimball. Going right to the hoop, nice move, but failed to finish. Rebound Bogue. Bogue stumbled, keeps him in his dribble, goes down to his knees, and he'll bring it up. Hand it off to Kimball. Kimball will bring it up slowly. Over it goes to Giraldus. Down to the baseline, Cruz. Cruz draws a double team, lost the ball. Picked by Santana. Behind the back dribble, going the other direction. To the foul line, going right to the hoop, put it up and in. How did he get that to go in? Here's Kyle Kimball. Over it goes to Giraldus. Giraldus to the paint, put a little fadeaway up and in. 3 points for him. It's a 2-point lead for Mount Tahoma. Santana going up and in. Oh, boy. 4 points for Santana, and that'll do it at half. Ooh. So at the half, Mount Tahoma leads Shelton 26-22. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. It's MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications, HCC.net.
Learn how to
run,
hide,
fight.
Columbine High School,
Newtown,
Virginia Tech,
Aurora Theater,
Columbia Mall,
Fort Hood,
Navy Yard,
Chattanooga, Charleston.
Enough. How many more?
How many more classrooms?
How many more colleges?
How many more movie theaters?
How many more shopping malls?
How many more military facilities?
How many more houses of faith?
Enough.
Learn how to
run,
hide,
fight.
Visit www.nextsafe.org.
Prepare your community.
As an American.
As a human being.
No more lists of names.
It's not too soon.
Now is the time.
It's time.
We need to be more prepared.
It's time for our leaders to help prepare the public.
Right now.
Enough. Enough.
Prepare an emergency plan for you and your community. Visit the National Center for Citizen Safety at www.nextsafe.org.
Hood Canal Communications and Mason Web TV have teamed up to bring you live and replayed webcasts of Highclimbers basketball. Catch all the action at masonwebtv.com and hcc.net/news. Cheer on your favorite local athlete, even if you can't make it to the game in person. As an added incentive, we're giving away a Kindle Fire HD6 at the end of the season. For your chance to win, get the secret code announced during each game and then enter online at hcc.net/contest. Go Climbers!
If you've been thinking of advertising with MasonWebTV.com, now is the time. Our ad rates have remained steady since we started providing news, sports, and information in 2011, but unfortunately that must change. With the new year comes a modest increase for new clients, while current banner ad clients will continue at an affordable $75 a month. If you want to be one of those savvy businesses, contact me before the end of January. Call, text, or email today to lock in your spot on MasonWebTV.com.
The Hood Canal Communications team helps keep you connected to your world via broadband, video, and voice.
For a limited time, we're offering free HD for 6 months with no contract and free installation. Some restrictions may apply.
So whatever it is that you want to watch, whether it's the big game, local news, nature programs, or just your favorite reality show, HD will only make it better.
Call or click today, 898-2481 or hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Halftime at Mount Tahoma High School. The Mount Tahoma T-Birds lead the Shelton Highclimbers by a score of 26-22. The T-Birds are, well, it's been balanced across the board in both teams, but the leading scorer in the ball game is Zekai Johnson, 7 points. Jaleel Massey has 6. 4 for Daniel Santana. 3 for Destin Hicks Armstrong. 2 apiece for Thomas Wesley, Demetrius Smith, and Jordan Hurst. For the Highclimbers, they're being led by Kyle Kimball, 6 points, and Kobe Bogues at 6 points. Bogue has hit most of his from the free throw line. He is 4 for 6 at the free throw line. Kimball has 3 buckets. Drew Cruz has a 3 in the ball game. Marshall McCullough has 2. Tyler Geraldus has 3. And 2 for Hibiki Shiba. Turnovers, pretty even. I'd say 9 apiece for both teams. This is the way it is. Both teams are 3-7 in the Narrows League. Highclimbers 6-10 overall. The T-Birds 5-10. So they're battling for that 5th and final spot in the district tournament, which is coming up midway through next month. And they're wanting that 5th spot. Central Kitsap is also in that fight as well. Central Kitsap, by the way, they beat Lincoln on Monday night, I think by 4 points. So they fought the Abes pretty tightly up in Central Kitsap. I think I was up in Silverdale on Monday night. And the reason I mention that is the Highclimbers will be hosting the Abes coming up on Friday.
MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications HCC.net are your best source for high school basketball, featuring the Shelton Highclimbers, the North Mason Bulldogs, and the Mary M. Knight Owls. We give you complete coverage of a game, from starting lineups to scoring leaders. You can trust we will bring you all the action. For our next webcast, we continue to follow the Shelton boys as they fight for a playoff spot. Friday night, the Highclimbers host Narrows League leader Lincoln. Tip-off in the Mini Dome is 7 o'clock on MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications HCC.net.
I lost my mother to a drunk driver. She taught me to be kind and good and strong. Be a positive force in a sometimes cruel world. I want to do everything I can to keep Washington a beautiful place. For my children, for your children. Become a Washington State Trooper.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
Hood Canal Communications and Mason Web TV have teamed up to bring you live and replayed webcasts of Highclimbers basketball. Catch all the action at MasonWebTV.com and HCC.net/news. Cheer on your favorite local athlete, even if you can't make it to the game in person. As an added incentive, we're giving away a Kindle Fire HD6 at the end of the season. For your chance to win, get the secret code announced during each game and then enter online at HCC.net/contest. Go Climbers!
Tonight's code word for the Kindle Fire HD6 Climbers giveaway is FEAST. That's FEAST. Log on to hcc.net/contest/climbers right now for your chance to win.
Halftime score, Mount Tahoma 26, Shelton 22. The T-Birds led by as many as 7 in the second half, and the Highclimbers have battled back, and each opportunity came as close to 1 point in the first and I think 2 in the second, and that's where we sit right now. Take another timeout. We'll be back with the third quarter as the Mount Tahoma T-Birds lead the Shelton Highclimbers at Mount Tahoma High School in Tahoma tonight, 26-22. We'll be right back. It's MasonWebTV.com, Hood Canal Communications, HCC.net.
Thanks to cell phones, you can call 911 from almost anywhere.
911, what's the address to your emergency?
I just read. Can you find where I'm at? I can't find where you're at.
But many people don't realize that cell phones and even smartphones don't always send location or GPS information when you call 911.
What road are you on? Were you on the highway? You can't find where I'm at. No, I need you to tell me what road you were on.
Since 911 dispatchers can't always tell the location of your emergency, they need your help.
It's the last turnoff right before Okanagan, and it's like 3 miles to Okanagan, I think. Did you go by the cemetery? We just passed the cemetery. Just past the cemetery. Okay. Are you sending anybody to look for us? I'm telling them right now. The other dispatcher is getting on the radio.
Every second counts in an emergency. If you identify your location when calling 911, help can be sent quicker. Help 911 help you know your location. An important message from your local 911 office and Washington State Emergency Management.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
And move over. When you see lights,
vests,
or reflectors,
please give us some room. Slow down and move over.
When you need us,
we've got your back.
Do you have ours?
You got our back?
You got ours? You got our back?
Please, slow down.
And move over.
Waiting for the start of the third quarter. Mount Tahoma T-Birds will start out with the ball, and it is Richard getting it into Massey, swinging it over to, that's Wesley. Cross court, quick passes on the perimeter. Hicks Armstrong, back to Massey. Massey draws a double team, finds Horst. Horst will go right to the hoop, put it up a little too hard, and draw a foul on the Highclimbers. That'll go on Kobe Bogue, his first. Jordan Horst at the line for 2 free throws. He has 2 points tonight and his first trip to the free throw line. Got the first one. He'll get another one. There's the second one in and out. Rebound goes to Bogue. Out to Kimball. Kimball, McCullough, Cruz, and Giraldus on the court for the Highclimbers. Giraldus' pass over to, and Cruz is out there. He let that one go out of bounds. Sideline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Kimball will trigger the play. Looking for Cruz in the corner, get it into Giraldus and get the ball right back. Cruz for 3 now, that's short. Rebound pulled down by Richard for Mount Tahoma. Get it to Massey. Massey will bring it up. Over goes to Hicks Armstrong. Back up to Massey, swing it over. Nope, he'll get it right back. Hicks Armstrong. High post speed, back to Hicks Armstrong. Spinning around, throwing over to Massey. Massey fakes a 3, steps beside the defense, puts it up, missed the 3. The rebound pulled down, and they have to actually tapped in the corner by Bogue, and we'll get it to Kimball. Here come the Highclimbers. Over to Cruz. Cruz will put it on the floor and lose the ball. And a jump ball is called, actually. That'll stay with the Highclimbers. It'll be baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Left of the backboard. Kimball will trigger the play and throw it up to Cruz. Cruz, little runner at the foul line off the back of the iron. Rebound pulled down by Massey. Massey on the run for the T-Birds. He'll step back by the three-point arc, shuffle it in the middle to Horst. Horst missed it. Rebound goes to Hicks Armstrong. He can't finish. And Bogue comes up with it for the Highclimbers. There's Cruz. Cruz gets it up to McCullough. To Kimball. Kimball's fouled by Horst. That'll be the second or the third on Jordan. It's his second. Abiki Shiba is back on the court for the Highclimbers, replacing Drew Cruz. Be baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Left of the backboard. Kimball throws it all the way up. Now swinging around. Quick pass down to Giraldus. Nobody's on him. Put it off the glass and in. Tyler has 5 points tonight. 3-point lead for Mount Tahoma. Massey will swing it over to Wesley. Get it back. And then Wesley working on the far side. Back to Massey. Now to Hicks Armstrong. Cross court it goes to Wesley. Into the corner goes to Horst. Horst will take the open three and hit it. 6 points for Jordan, and the lead is up to 6. Kimball had ball kicked out of his hands, and it'll be a reset of the shot clock for Shelton. Third quarter action. Mount Tahoma in the white, Shelton in the black. High climber ball. Kimball will trigger the play. He'll throw it into Marshall McCullough. Get it right back. Working on the far side. Finds Bogue. Bogue shuffles it over to Giraldus. Puts it up and in. Tyler with 7 points tonight. 4-point lead for Mount Tahoma. Hicks Armstrong. Little scoop shot that finally goes in for Diston. That gives him 5 points tonight. Only a second bucket. Giraldus matches it up to Shiba. Shiba throws it to Giraldus. Giraldus finds Bo. Can't finish. Can't control his own rebound. And here comes Richard. Richard, top of the key. Swing it over. That's Wesley. And now it goes to Massey. Massey will spread the court out. Into the corner. 3 on the way by Richard. That's off. Rebound Kimball. Kimball on the run for the Highclimbers. Gets it to McCullough in this corner on the near side to Bogue. Bogue to Giraldus. Giraldus for 3 at the top. Yes! 10 points for Tyler. The lead's now 3. Hicks Armstrong finds Horst driving to the bucket. Missed the shot. Rebound goes to Giraldus. Here comes Marshall McCullough to Kimball. Kimball to Giraldus. Giraldus thought about another 3. Draws a double team. Throws up to Bogue. Bogue over to Shiba. To McCullough. McCullough for 3 from the elbow. That's short. Got his own rebound. Lost it out of bounds. It'll stay right there with the Highclimbers. Adrian Allen comes back onto the court for Mount Tahoma. So does Zekai Johnson. Kimball will trigger the play from the right of the backboard on the baseline. Lob it all the way up to McCullough. McCullough had to fight for it to get it. There's Shiba with it. High post feed out to McCullough. McCullough back to Bogue. It is deflected and it goes to Kimball. Kimball will set the offense for Shelton. Shiba to McCullough. Cross court to Kimball. Kimball to Bogue at the top. Back to Kimball. Kimball to the 3-point arc near side at the elbow. Gets the ball back. Trying to lace a pass down to Giraldus. Overthrows him. And it's a turnover on the Highclimbers, their 10th. 3-point lead for Mount Tahoma. It's Mount Tahoma ball. Massey will swing it over. Wesley with it. Back to Massey. Looking for Johnson. Throws it over to Johnson. Back to Massey. Massey fakes the 3. Steps by the defense. Over it goes to Johnson. Johnson for 3. That's off. Rebound goes to Kimball for the Highclimbers. Get it up to McCullough. Marshall. Back to Kyle Kimball. Puts it on the floor. Lob it down to Giraldus off of his hands. But McCullough came up with it. Tried to hook a pass to the baseline. Giraldus goes off a shoulder of a T-Bird. Out of bounds. It'll be a Highclimber ball on the baseline. As Ty Fisher steps back onto the court for the Highclimbers. And Zion Harris is in there for the T-Birds, along with Santana. Kimball inbounds it to McCullough, back to Kimball. Kimball working the baseline, back to McCullough in the paint, and they'll put up a shot off the glass. Nope. Rebound pulled down by Allen. Adrian fighting off Highclimbers. He'll bounce it And that's Santana with it. One hands it to Harris. Out it goes. 3 on the way for Smith, who's back in the ballgame. His comes up short. Rebound is tapped to Allen. He'll put it up and in. First bucket for Adrian. And the lead is 5 for Mount Tahoma. McCullough has it on the far side and a pickoff, but the Highclimbers get the ball back. Giralda's going to the hoop, high off the glass and in. And the lead is now 3 for Mount Tahoma. Smith with it. Gets it right back. Lob it over to Johnson. Johnson puts it on the floor. Draws a double team and a turnover by the T-Birds up to Kimball. Kimball, fancy shot doesn't fall, but Fisher's there to clean it up and in, put it up and in. And it's a 1-point lead for Mount Tahoma. Johnson with it. Over to Wesley. Back to Johnson. To Wesley. Wesley took steps, but no whistle. I'm sorry, that's not Wesley. That's Santana. Now there's Johnson. Driving baseline. Throws in the middle. Santana trying to put it up. He does. He sneaks one by the defense. 6 points for Daniel. It's a 3-point lead for Mount Tahoma. Highclimber ball. 1:45 to go here in the third. Fisher running baseline. Knocking into bodies and a whistle on the T-Birds. Their second team foul. Personal foul go on whom? Goes on Zion Harris, his first. Let's see here. Horst, Massey, Wesley, and Hicks Armstrong on the court for the T-Birds. Highclimber ball, baseline inbounds. Kimball will trigger the play, throw it into Kevin Scott, who checked in and puts it up and in. Scott's first basket of the night. And it's a 1-point lead for the T-Birds with the ball. Over to Hicks Armstrong. 3 on the way and in. Nope, doesn't fall, but Horst is back in there. Blocked by Giraldus, but I think they're going to get Fisher with the foul from behind. Nope, they're going to go on Giraldus. His first. Second team foul at the line for 2 free throws, Jordan Horst. He's 1 for 2. First one, short. They'll get another one. He has 6 points tonight. Lead is 1 for Mount Tahoma. For the men 27 to go here in the third quarter. Jordan Horst has another free throw for the T-Birds. Missed them both. Rebound goes to Scott. Scott will bring it up for the Highclimbers. He'll bring it over to Kimball. Kimball draws a double team, gets back to Scott. Scott, three-point arc, stops, pops for 3. That's short. Rebound, Massey. Massey puts it on the floor. Here he goes the other way. Up it goes to Hicks Armstrong. Put it up and in. 7 points for Destin. And leads up to 3. Highclimber ball. Scott steps across midcourt, stops, and a tied-up ball. That'll go over to the T-Birds. A minute to go in the third. Kobe Bogue back in the ball game for the Highclimbers. Tyler Giraldus will sit down. So Santana will trigger the play from the sideline at midcourt. Get it into Massey. Massey swings it over to Hicks Armstrong. And he'll throw it over to Massey. Massey gets it back to Hicks Armstrong. Back to Massey. Massey for 3. Deadly. 9 points for Jaleel. And it's a 6-point lead for Mount Tahoma and a near turnover as Shiva will save it in to Bogue. Finds Kimball. Kimball drive the baseline back out to Bogue. Bogue bounces it in to Kimball. Kimball to Trey Fisher, and he loses the ball. And here come the T-Birds the other way. Hicks Armstrong finds Horst in the key, puts it up, blocked, and recovered by Kimball. Kimball going the other way with a behind the back dribble, goes right to the hoop, puts it up short, and they're going to go a blocking foul on the T-Birds. Be 3 fouls on Mount Tahoma. And Daniel Santana picked up his first at the free throw line for 2 free throws. It's going to be Kyle Kimball. 6 points tonight, his first trip to the free throw line. Missed the first one. Adrian Allen into the ball game for Horst from Mount Tahoma. Kyle Kimball will have another free throw for Shelton. Second free throw rattled out, rebound, ping pongs around, and the T-Birds come up with it as Hicks Armstrong on the far sidelines. Got the three-point arc. Guarded by Sheba. Allen into the corner, the Allen back to Hicks Armstrong. He'll catch and shoot. Ooh, deep in the cup and popped out. But we're through 3 quarters. Mount Tahoma 41, Shelton 35. We'll take time out. We'll be right back. This is MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications, HCC.net.
The Hood Canal Communications team helps keep you connected to your world via broadband, video, and voice.
For a limited time, we're offering free HD for 6 months with no contract and free installation. Some restrictions may apply.
So whatever it is that you want to watch, whether it's the big game, local news, nature programs, or just your favorite reality show, HD will only make it better.
Call or click today, 898-2481 or hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications HCC.net are your best source for high school basketball featuring the Shelton Highclimbers, the North Mason Bulldogs, and the Mary M. Night Owls. We give you complete coverage of a game from starting lineups to scoring leaders. You can trust we will bring you all the action. For our next webcast, we continue to follow the Shelton boys as they fight for a playoff spot. Friday night, the Highclimbers host Narrows League leader Lincoln. Tip-off in the Mini Dome is 7 o'clock on MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications HCC.net.
And we're back for the start of the fourth quarter. High climber ball. Kimball will trigger the play, get it into Marshall McCullough, but actually deflected and stolen away. Out it goes. 3 on the way by Smith. He missed it, and here comes Kimball. Kimball to McCullough. McCullough to the hoop, puts it up. Count it, and the foul. And let's see here, the personal foul on Jaleel Massey is third. Marshall McCullough at the line for a possible 3-point play. He's 0 for 1 at the free throw line, only has 2 points tonight. Actually, make it 4 points tonight. Got the free throw. Give him 5, and the lead is now 3. Hicks Armstrong with the ball for Mount Tahoma on the far sidelines, speeding up. Kicking out, goes to Santana. Santana out to Massey. Massey with deadly from that 3-point line. And he'll back out and set the play for the T-Birds. Over to Hicks Armstrong working on the sidelines. The 3-point arc stops just inside the arc, puts it up short. Rebound, Geraldus had it, but Allen comes up with it. Puts it up over Bogue, missed it. Rebound pulled down. And what do we have here? A whistle on the rebound. Should go on the T-Birds, and that'll be their 5th. Adrian Allen picked up his first. It'll be a high climber ball. Trailing by 3 with 7:21 to go here in the ball game. Kimball will get the ball from Cruz. Cruz speeds across midcourt. Over to McCullough. McCullough will bounce it to Kimball. Kimball over to Cruz. Cross court, it goes actually to McCullough. Pull-up jumper in the paint. That's off the back of the iron. Fell off. Rebound goes to the High Climbers, missing. Geraldus can't finish. Allen comes up with it after that rebound. And here comes Santana. Santana dancing around, spreads the court out. Trying to get by Kimball. Kimball staying right with him. High post feed to Allen. Allen's going to drive on Bogue, right to the hoop, puts it up. Missed the shot, but drew the foul. 2 shots for Adrian Allen. Kobe Bogue picked up his 2nd. And only the 3rd team foul on the High Climbers. Allen's first free throw, short. He'll get another one. Adrian has 2 points tonight. His first trip to the line. Second one goes in. Give him 3. And the lead is 4 for Mount Tahoma. Kyle Kimball with the ball for Shelton. Throws over to Drew Cruz. Cruz up it goes. Quick passes over to McCullough into the corner to Bogue. Draws a double team back to McCullough. McCullough has a guy in his face back to Bogue. Bogue will drive baseline. Shuffles a pass in the middle, turn it over. Here comes Smith. Smith the other way from Mount Tahoma. Right to the hoop, puts it up and in. Highclimbers coming right back, and a timeout has been called, or no, yes, it's a timeout called by the Highclimbers. 6:16 to go in the ball game, 44-38. 6-point lead for Mount Tahoma. We'll be right back. This is MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications, HCC.net.
Hood Canal Communications and Mason Web TV have teamed up to bring you live and replayed webcasts of Highclimbers basketball. Catch all the action at MasonWebTV.com and HCC.net/news. Cheer on your favorite local athlete, even if you can't make it to the game in person. As an added incentive, we're giving away a Kindle Fire HD6 at the end of the season. For your chance to win, get the secret code announced during each game and then enter online at HCC.net/contest. Go Climbers!
Tonight's code word for the Kindle Fire HD6 Climbers giveaway is FEAST. That's FEAST. Log on to hcc.net/contest/climbers right now for your chance to win.
Highclimber ball coming out of the timeout. Trailing by 6. Biggest lead of the night by Mount Tahoma is 7, actually. Kyle Kimball will trigger the play. Below us, working with Bogue, McCullough, Giraldus, and Cruz. Kimball looking it over, throw it over to Cruz. Cruz avoiding some lunging T-Birds. Take a 3 at the top, that's short. Rebound, Giraldus. Hook it out to Bogue, and it's stolen away by Hicks Armstrong for Mount Tahoma. And here he comes the other way, going right to the hoop, puts it up, missed it. Rebound pongs into the hands of Giraldus, who put on the floor. Here come the Highclimbers. They get it to McCullough, running point. Bring it over to Cruz, working the far side. Back to McCullough between the circles, swing it over. Quick passes to Bogue in the corner. Out it goes, side of the paint to Giraldus. Turnaround, nice move, can't finish. Rebound pulled down by Massey. Jaleel quickly up to Hicks Armstrong. Destin between the legs and gets it to Allen side of the paint. Back to Hicks Armstrong. He'll take a 3 and hit it. 10 points for Hicks Armstrong, and the lead is up to 9, the biggest of the night. And we have a timeout by Mount Tahoma. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back from MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications, HCC.net.
The Hood Canal Communications team helps keep you connected to your world via broadband, video, and voice.
For a limited time, we're offering free HD for 6 months with no contract and free installation. Some restrictions may apply.
So whatever it is that you want to watch, whether it's the big game, local news, nature programs, or just your favorite reality show, HD will only make it better.
Call or click today, 898-2481 or hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
5:27 to go in this ball game. Mount Tahoma's built their biggest lead of the night. It's 9, 47-38, after a big 3 by Destin Hicks Armstrong, giving him 10 points tonight. See the huddle of the T-Birds. That'll be Highclimber ball coming out of that timeout. Highclimbers have Bogue, McCullough, Giraldus, Kimball, and Cruz, who has the ball that inbounds it. They'll get it into McCullough. And here come the Highclimbers. Marshall handed off to Kimball. Kimball back to McCullough, and then up it goes to Giraldus to Bogue. Bogue driving into the paint, puts it to Giraldus. Little hook shot goes in for Tyler. 14 points for him to lead the Highclimbers, and leads down to 7. Let's see here. That is it Santana? No, it's Wesley. Wesley bounces it to Hicks Armstrong. Hicks Armstrong driving in the middle, stops, slides, fade away, falls off. Rebound goes to Giraldus, and a steal by Smith. Smith will attack, blocked by Giraldus. Got it right back. Smith will put it up and in. Smith with 6 points tonight. Leads back to 9. Here comes Kimball. Kimball to Giraldus. Giraldus spinning, going to the hoop, puts it up, missed it, but a foul on the T-Birds. It'll be the 6th team foul on Mount Tahoma. Went on Jordan Horst. It's his 3rd. At the line for 2 free throws, Tyler Giraldus. He is 1 for 2. He has 14 points tonight. And we got a little pickup of making sure there's no moisture on the court. 4 minutes, 33 seconds to go in the ball game. 9-point lead for Mount Tahoma. As Mount Tahoma, Shelton, and Central Kitsap are all fighting for that 5th and final playoff spot in the district tournament. Giraldus' first free throw goes in. Daryl Richard will check back onto the court for the T-Birds. Daniel Santana will get a breather. Giraldus has another free throw, trying to cut into this lead of the T-Birds. Second one, nothing but net. Give him 16 points tonight. Wesley with it in back court. It's going to be shadowed by Cruz. Cruz just keeping him in front of him. Went over and back. Ooh, Wesley not aware where he was on the court. Just took a step over the half-court line. That'll be the 11th. I'm not sure what that was. Oh, a delay of game warning on the T-Birds. Inbounds for the Highclimbers. Cruz will get it in to Giraldus and get it right back, and that is McCullough with it. Hand it off to Cruz. Cruz, the three-point arc, takes the 3. That's short. Rebound, tapped, and the Highclimbers come up with it. Kindle for 3. Kimball will hit the 3. 9 points for Kyle, and the lead is 4. Highclimbers have trimmed a 9-point lead to 4. There's Massey getting by the defense, stops, throws it over to Smith. Smith will go right to the hoop, double pumps it, blocked out of bounds, but there's going to be a foul on the Highclimbers. That is their 4th. Kobe Bogue picked up his 3rd. At the line for 2 free throws is going to be, is that Adrian Smith? Six points tonight. First trip to the free throw line. Trying to extend this 4-point Mount Tahoma lead. It does. Adrian Allen back on the court for the T-Birds, replacing Jordan Horst. So it's Horst, Hicks Armstrong, Smith, Massey, and I can't see the other guy. In and out on the second free throw. Rebound goes to Bogue, and here comes Kimball. Kimball. Bogue actually had to double bounce it over there. Over to Giraldus for 3. Nope, that's short. Smith comes up with a rebound up to Hicks Armstrong. Hicks Armstrong will attack the bucket. He'll actually slice it right down to Richard. Puts it up and in. And the lead is back up to 7. Cruz in back court. Gets to cross court. Gets the ball back. Swing it over to McCullough. Into the corner to Bogue. Bogue back to McCullough. McCullough hooks it up top, actually. And it goes over to Kimball, over to Cruz. Cruz fakes the 3. Back to Cruz. Side of the paint feed to Giraldus, knocked out of his hands. And they're going to say it goes off of the Highclimbers. 16 turnovers on Shelton. 7-point lead for Mount Tahoma. Zekai Johnson back at the ballgame for the T-Birds. Destin Hicks Armstrong will get a rest. Allen will trigger the play, inbounds to Johnson. Get it right back, but make the big man bring it up. Hand it off to Massey. Massey's got it by Cruz. Massey's very quick. Draws a double team. Throws it over to Johnson. Johnson will drive to the foul line. Fade away. In and out. Rebound goes to McCullough. McCullough puts it on the floor, on the run the other way. Going to go right to the hoop, puts it up and in. Marshall McCullough. 7 points tonight. And the lead is down to 5. Massey speeds back the other way for Mount Tahoma. Fakes the 3. Threw it away into the hands of Kimball, but he gets it right back. And a timeout is called by Mount Tahoma. Wow, full timeout called. 2:25 to go in the ballgame, 52-47. Mount Tahoma on top will take a timeout. We'll be right back. It's MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications, HCC.net.
If you've been thinking of advertising with MasonWebTV.com, now is the time. Our ad rates have remained steady since we started providing news, sports, and information in 2011, but unfortunately that must change. With the new year comes a modest increase for new clients, while current banner ad clients will continue at an affordable $75 a month. If you want to be one of those savvy businesses, contact me before the end of January. Call, text, or email today to lock in your spot on MasonWebTV.com.
The Hood Canal Communications team keeps your business connected to the world.
Our certified technicians provide complete IT services to keep your business running smoothly.
From spyware and virus removal, on-site server and computer installation, network design, configuration, and more.
Let HCC be your IT partner. Call or click today, 898-2481 or hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
T-Bird ball coming out of the timeout, and they turn it right over as Allen had the ball knocked off of him. That'll be only the 12th turnover on the T-Birds. Highclimbers get the ball back, trailing by 5. Kimball gets it to Cruz, crossing midcourt. Cruz to the top of the key, over to McCullough. McCullough bounces back to Cruz. Cruz is swinging it back over to Kimball. Kimball back to Cruz. Cruz open for 3 at the elbow. Nope. Rebound goes to Smith for Mount Tahoma. And here comes Massey. Massey swings it over. Going to go coast to coast, and there's no, that was Smith drawing the foul, excuse me. That will be the 5th team foul on the Highclimbers. Kyle Kimball picked up his first. The baseline inbounds for the T-Birds, left of the backboard. Johnson will step off, and Hicks Armstrong's back on for Mount Tahoma. He'll trigger the play. Inbounds to Allen. Draws a double team, trying to dribble out of it. Finds Smith alone on the side of the paint. Put it up a little too high. Hard, that is, excuse me. Here come the Highclimbers now. Comes Kimball, top of the key. Throws it over to McCullough. Marshall to Giraldus. Giraldus runner on the paint. Missed it, got his own rebound. One dribble. Lost it. And here comes Massey the other way. Massey is going to be fouled by Giraldus. That'll be his second, 6th team foul on the Highclimbers. 5-point lead for Mount Tahoma. Sideline inbounds for the T-Birds. Hicks Armstrong get into Allen, but a near steal, and Hicks Armstrong can't handle it. We're in the front court, and the Highclimbers have the ball. Calling timeout is Marshall McCullough. It'll be Highclimber ball. The 30-second timeout. Or is it a full timeout? Full timeout called. Minute and a half to go in the ball game. 5-point lead for Mount Tahoma. Shelton will have the ball when we come back. This is MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications, HCC.net.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
Back at Mount Tahoma High School. Boys high school basketball on the road for the Shelton Highclimbers, trailing the Mount Tahoma T-Birds 52-47, a minute and a half to go in the ball game. Highclimbers have the ball. Kyle Kimball trying to find somebody to throw it into the corner, and Drew Cruz. And he'll step on the sidelines. And they'll give it to the T-Birds. 17th turnover on the Highclimbers. T-Birds have led by as many as 9 in the ball game. Inbounds goes to Allen. Allen throws it up to Massey. Massey will turn around wisely, set the offense for the T-Birds, and he'll split it back, go right to the hoop, put it up, miss the shot. Rebound pulled down by, well, actually Smith, and Smith is going to actually draw the foul. The Highclimbers will get the ball, I believe. Hold on a second here. It'll be on Marshall McCullough. That's his 4th. 7th team foul on the Highclimbers. So Smith will be at the line for the first of a 1-and-1. As Zion Harris is back in the ball game for the T-Birds. Smith is 1 for 2 at the free throw line. 7 points tonight. Short on the first one. Rebound goes to Bogue. And Bogue will get it to Kimball, and here come the Highclimbers. Up it goes to Cruz. Cruz down to Bogue. Bogue out to McCullough. Taps it up to Kimball. Kimball draws a double team to McCullough. Back to Kimball. Under a minute to go. Bogue in the corner on the near side. Cross court it goes to Cruz. Cruz up to the hoop, puts it up. No whistle. Tapping it up is Giraldis, and he'll draw the foul on the T-Birds. That'll be 17 fouls on Mount Tahoma. And Smith picked up his first. Tyler Giraldis is at the free throw line for 2 free throws. And he is 3 for 4 at the free throw line. Has 16 points tonight. Got the first one with 17 points. Get another one. He cuts the lead down to 4. Second free throw, short rebound goes to Hicks Armstrong for Mount Tahoma. Speeding up the far side. And a timeout has been called by Mount Tahoma. We'll step aside. This is MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications, HCC.net.
Tonight's code word for the Kindle Fire HD6 Climbers giveaway is FEAST. That's FEAST. Log on to hcc.net/contest/climbers right now for your chance to win.
.4 seconds to go in this ball game. It's been a good one. Mount Tahoma has led from the beginning, however. Their biggest lead of the night has been 9. Can't quite put away the Highclimbers, but they do lead by 4, and they have the ball coming out of this timeout. Highclimbers will come out with Kimball, McCullough, Cruz, Giraldis, and Bogue. The T-Birds have Smith, Harris, Allen, Hicks Armstrong, who will inbounds it from the far sidelines. And it is inbounds to Allen, and he's fouled immediately. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get out the Massey's, the final 5th guy for the T-Birds. As Adrian Allen goes to the line for a 1-and-1, and the personal foul went on Kyle Kimball, his second. Allen is 1 for 2 at the free throw line, is 3 points tonight. First one's up and in. They'll get another one. And the lead is now up to 5. Second free throw by Allen goes up and in. Giraldis will trigger the play and throw it into Kimball. Kimball speeding up the court, crossing midcourt, stops, fakes the 3. Throws it over to Cruz. Cruz back to Kimball. Kimball steps up 3 on the way at the top. That's short. Rebound. Giraldis had it. Goes to Cruz. Cruz out to McCullough. McCullough to the 3-point arc near side. That's off, and he'll get 3 free throws. Massey picked up his 4th. So McCullough will get 3 free throws with 28.8 seconds to go. Missed the first one. Marshall is 1 for 3 from the free throw line now tonight. Is 7 points. Second free throw by McCullough is in and out. Wow. Daniel Santana will step onto the court for the T-Birds, replacing Jaleel Massey. And McCullough has his 3rd free throw. Can he get one of them? He does. Timeout has been called by Shelton with 28.8 seconds to go in the ball game. We'll just step aside. This is Mason Web TV. Well, I guess we'll just keep it right here since it's a 30-second timeout. Remind you, our next webcast will be Friday night when the Shelton Highclimbers, the boys, return home, take on league leading Lincoln in the Mini Dome as they try to make a run for the playoffs at 5th and final spot up for grabs. The Highclimbers, the T-Birds, and Central Kitsap are all fighting for that 5th spot. And splitting with MT, it's going to be difficult for the Highclimbers to get in. But it's going to come down to the last part of the season. It's T-Bird ball, as Harris will trigger the play, and he'll throw it into Santana, goes to the hole and puts it up and in. 8 points for Daniel, and lead is 7. There's Kimball. Kimball to three-point arc, 3 on the way, and in. Kyle with a big 3 there, his second 3 in the quarter. And the lead is down to 4. Sorry about the shaking of the camera. And a foul has been called on the Highclimbers. And let's see here. McCullough picked up his 4th. And Julia Massey's at the line for the first of a 1-and-1. Got the first one. Get another one. Jaleel has 10 points. Christ. It's just my clock. Thank you, folks. And the second free throw, I guess, goes in. And a steal at midcourt. And a foul on the T-Birds. Santana picked up his 2nd. Marshall McCullough is at the line for 2 free throws. Let's see here. Eli missed 3, excuse me, as I moved the shot in. A lot of excitement here as McCullough hits the first one. Get one more with 11 seconds to go in this ball game. McCullough's second free throw slips in. And it's a 4-point lead for the T-Birds. Inbounds goes to Hicks Armstrong, and he is fouled immediately. And a 2.5 went off the clock. Kimball picked up his 3rd, and it's a double bonus for the T-Birds as Hicks Armstrong will go to the line for 2 free throws. Let's see here, Hicks Armstrong is 2 for 3 at the free throw line and has 10 points tonight. Trying to extend this 4-point lead. Short on the first one, he'll get one more. Second free throw, that's nice high arc, goes in, give him 11 points. And a long ball pass up to Cruz. Cruz will turn around and it's blocked. Giraldez comes up with it. His fadeaway for the baseline falls off, and Cruz is there to tap it up and in. And a timeout is called with half a second left and 3-point lead for Mount Tahoma. This is coming down to the wire. We have a half a second. And a full timeout has been called. So we'll step aside. We'll be right back. This is MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications HCC.net.
Hood Canal Communications and Mason Web TV have teamed up to bring you live and replayed webcasts of Highclimbers basketball. Catch all the action at MasonWebTV.com and HCC.net/news. Cheer on your favorite local athlete, even if you can't make it to the game in person. As an added incentive, we're giving away a Kindle Fire HD6 at the end of the season. For your chance to win, get the secret code announced during each game and then enter online at HCC.net/contest. Go Climbers!
Tonight's code word for the Kindle Fire HD6 Climbers giveaway is FEAST. That's FEAST. Log on to hcc.net/contest/climbers right now for your chance to win.
Half a second left in this ball game. A 3-point lead for Mount Tahoma. It is T-Bird ball. They have to go the length of the court. They actually just have to get it inbounds. And Harris will trigger the play. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Coach Pringle wants another second or something added to the clock, but he won't. Inbounds goes to Hicks Armstrong, and that'll do it. So the Mount Tahoma T-Birds knock off the Shelton Highclimbers in Tacoma tonight by a final score of 59-56. We'll take another timeout. We'll be right back. This is MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications, HCC.net.
The Hood Canal Communications team helps keep you connected to your world via broadband, video, and voice.
For a limited time, we're offering free HD for 6 months with no contract and free installation. Some restrictions may apply.
So whatever it is that you want to watch, whether it's the big game, local news, nature programs, or just your favorite reality show, HD will only make it better.
Call or click today, 898-2481 or hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications HCC.net are your best source for high school basketball featuring the Shelton Highclimbers, the North Mason Bulldogs, and the Mary M. Night Owls. We give you complete coverage of a game from starting lineups to scoring leaders. You can trust we will bring you all the action. For our next webcast, we continue to follow the Shelton boys as they fight for a playoff spot. Friday night, the Highclimbers host Narrows League leader Lincoln. Tip-off in the Mini-Dome is 7 o'clock on MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications HCC.net.
Thanks to cell phones, you can call 911 from almost anywhere.
911, what's the address to your emergency? I just wrecked. Can you find where I'm at? I can't find where you're at.
But many people don't realize that cell phones and even smartphones